All right. Now, there's a few things to take in here. One of them is that so this is Zach Morris in the ball cap, right? That's Zach Morris. And if you look at his ankle right here, all right, that's one of those like house arrest anklets. Okay, check this out. So I'll let you guys watch it first, and then we'll... Anyway, what does it mean? What does it all mean? I exhaled a little more than I normally do, so good fit. Yeah, exactly. So what does that mean? Toto is no accident. Exactly. Minnesota. Exactly. So I'm going to show you here. I just got to go back to my DM. So I'm going to go back to my face for a second. Let me show you something else. So if you remember from that video, the song was I Bless the Rains Down in Africa. It was Africa by Toto, which is the song of this guy right here, Incredible Bob. He was very well known for posting this song on plays, as you know, proven here by HUDI. Okay. And yeah, he used to post about these guys all the time. So the fact that Zach Morris is walking around with that other dude and they are listening to that song and flipping off the camera is quite telling. What is also telling is that if you go to Incredible Bob's account, which he hasn't blocked me yet, which is crazy. I thought he definitely would have. He has not tweeted, okay? He has not tweeted since everything happened. The last time he tweeted was on December 10th, over 10 days ago, which is also fairly telling. And if you remember, he had a major falling out with the Atlas crew. They had a bunch of beef a little while ago. And he also, I don't have the proof of this, so you just have to take my word for it, because I think he deleted it. But he did post a video, a photo or something of the SEC building, I guess. And so he was basically saying, and he had like Atlas in that or something, and he's basically threatening them visually with a photo of the SEC building and Atlas. Here's his photo, the rise of Incredible Bob. So if you don't think that's fairly suspicious, I think Zach Morris kind of just proved it. So Toto ratted on them? Yeah, correct. Correct. So I think we're safe to say that one of the co-conspirators was Incredible Bob. I think we can confirm that based on what we're seeing. The lack of activity, because if you look before, he would tweet somewhat fairly often. Like, look at December 2nd, he tweeted like 1 billion times. You know what I mean? And then what's he so busy doing? Oh, I don't know. Filing some shit with the SEC, recording conversations, submitting recorded conversations, doing interviews with them, and then no posts since then. Right? I don't know what you guys think about that. But I think we can pretty much say that he was one of the co-conspirators talked about in the case. I didn't realize he was so like he posts about Elon a lot. No, not Zach Morris, the actor. Zach Morris is just his FinTwit name. Not actually the fictional character. But yeah, so I think that's fairly interesting. So between that video of them listening to Africa by Toto, flipping off the camera, and then you have, sorry, about to roll an ad here, guys. Sorry about that. If you want to sub for Christmas, I appreciate you. It's $5, or you can sub for free with Twitch Prime. Or if you're lucky, you can get gifted a sub if somebody is feeling generous and wants to gift. But yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. So now I want to kind of step away from that, and I want to look at Fake Pear Bear's theories here. Okay, Fake Pear Bear, friend of the show, shout out. He's been popping off lately. He's gotten almost over 1,000 followers since he started posting about the Atlas stuff. This photo is interesting. So let's see. You're gonna tell me whatever. Okay. PJ Matt locked up. No, dude. Hey, thanks for the retweet, Fake. I appreciate you. He posted the link, Pogo. Come on now. Madison Beer and Claudia. Can I even show this on Twitch? Is that appropriate? Yeah, so here's more about Incredible Bob. What are you getting with 20 million? Asking for a friend. Unfortunately, they snitched on you with one of their line recorded private discords. Donis. Who was this guy, this Donis guy? I do remember him. Yeah, I do remember that guy. There were so many people involved in this. May 20th, 2022, Atlas Trading, the stock sniper. If ideas posted on social media were illegal, no one would be doing it. There's a difference between telling someone to buy and sell versus an idea. So what's the verdict? Everyone that posts an idea is guilty. Incorrect. 2022 and SM has become mainstream. So he's right, but he's also wrong. But it is illegal to post ideas and then sell heavily into those calls made. 100%. I would assume so if the execution immediately follows the idea posted, which I don't do. He's just lying straight up. But you're actually legally allowed to pump a stock. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as your transactions represent that you're also getting into the stock. Where it becomes illegal is if you're pumping a stock or telling people that you're investing into a stock and then you're actively selling a position in that stock. That is where it becomes illegal because you're not disclaiming correct information. And so that's where these guys were all got. That's where the stock sniper, Zach Morris, and all these guys got caught because the SEC pulled all their transactions, their Discord messages, and their Twitter, their tweets. I'm sure it's a gray area comparing Canada to us. No, this is for the U.S. I don't know what I'm talking about. U.S. law right now. I'm not talking about Canadian law. This is U.S. law. I don't even really know the exact laws in Canada. I'm pretty sure they'd probably be similar, especially because I'm trading the American stock market, so it's probably the exact same. But that is the law. You can't. You have to disclaim when you're selling a position if you are telling people that you're buying it. Basically, you basically just can't lie. So let's keep going. Mandatory sentencing minimums. You guys might enjoy. Let's look at these charts between Atlas Trading. I don't really care. There's something I want to touch on here. I'm just going to keep scrolling through this for a second. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is I don't know what this is, to be honest. Yeah, so this is statistics for, I think, okay, yeah, this is just followers. People are unfollowing, which is fine. They're all deleting tweets. All my tweets are just my opinions. I'm not a financial advisor. So this line is useless. You guys know that, right? This is not useful in court at all, because at the end of the day, it's your transactions that matter, not whether or not you state it in your Twitter bio if you're a financial advisor. SECD's nuts. So this is what we just talked about. Okay, if the song itself is not Incredible Bob, and you're convinced it's more plausible theory if you also know his favorite scanner was called Toto, and that he would use this GIF all the time. No, exactly. I'm actually going to tweet this out and say they're... Fucking hell, dude. I can't fucking type. I must have fat fingers. Toto is referring to Incredible Bob. Yeah, 100%. So we just saw the tweet a second ago. Incredible Bob was very, very open about loving specifically Africa by Toto, like fake states here. He did have a scanner called Toto, and every time he would post a play or lock in some gains on a play, he would post this GIF, the I Bless the Rains Down in Africa. So the fact that Zach Morris is flipping off the camera to the song Africa by Toto, he's not allowed to say exactly who it is, but he is allowed to do shit like that and kind of hint to it. Someone calling mine. Yeah, so here's more evidence here. I wanted to go to some of the other threads that he posted. Yeah, so I guess people are actually coming after Fake Pear Bear now because he used to actually kind of ride with some of these guys. So here's a screenshot of Fake with Dan and Hugh, and people are kind of using that as a gotcha. I just think that it's kind of silly. It doesn't really hold much weight. Look, here's Stock Twits who's requesting to come up. I don't think it holds much weight. People are just kind of pissed at him. Probably because of his Rock Catching Bob thread, which we can talk about if you want to. Money Motive has had the Fear of God put in by Atlas Trading. Oh, yeah, 100%. This guy's sketchy as fuck. The fuck? What's he? Hang on, what is this too? I'm buying as much INTC as I can after hours. Remember, zero emotion is the key to success in the stock market. I can't tell if this is a dub on Starboy or if he's actually trying to help him. This isn't like a small ratio. He got 21,000 likes on that. I think he's trying to dub on him, which is actually probably good. I just wonder what kind of stuff this guy tweets about. I haven't really paid attention to him. So Starbucks. I don't know much about Money Motive. Anyway, guy's deleting tweets. He's going back on stuff. It's kind of sus. 1,600 tweets deleted since last Thursday. What was he hiding? I find this funny. Zach Morris is flexing his new hardware, an ankle monitor. I do think that's funny. The market start going up right now as we're talking about this. It's because the truth is coming up. Actually, this is a really nice pattern, to be honest. It's kind of an ascending triangle. Higher lows into the same flat top. It's kind of a flat top breakout. Anyway. This I don't agree with. I'm going to respectfully agree to disagree on this post that Fake is posting here, where Rock Catch and Bob had notorious alerts on the stream. I don't think Rock Catch and Bob was trying to pump anything or like promote bad trading activities, as we show in where was it? Where's that clip? Do I have it up? No, it's not this clip. I don't have it up right now. But anyway, I don't know if I agree with this take. I think Rock Catch and Bob was just trying to start a successful interview show, and kind of just decided not to. trading drama with lulls. You know what I mean? RCB shitting his pants, maybe. But I don't know. I want to say I don't think RCB is involved. And not just because, like, I always liked RCB. I don't think there's anything too incriminating with him. He very well could be involved. And honestly, it's not like I knew him in real life, so it was kind of hard to get a good read on him a lot of the time. He never came on my show, so I never had a lengthy conversation with him in general. Mr. Manziel, everyone, he's the guy front loading all your options. Oh my God. No way they said this. Hang on. What? Yo. Listen to this, guys.
That's what I wish.
Mr. Manziel, everyone. It's the guy that's front loading all your options.
It's so easy. That's what I.
Bro, what the fuck? This stuff is insane, man. It's so easy. But they were quite literally doing that. That's insane to me. They were quite literally doing that at the time that they put this out. It's fucking insane. They thought they were so untouchable. I thought Hugh was a saint, but I was wrong apparently. No, exactly. I interviewed Hugh twice. He was on my show. I did leave the interviews up if you want to check it out. He didn't really, in the interviews, he doesn't talk about his trading very much, which is also kind of sus. He just kind of keeps saying stuff about Roths and then like talking about just about trading in general, not really his trading. You know what I mean? It's not. Is it projecting? Is that projecting? Not really. It's kind of projecting because they're just saying the thing that they're doing straight up. It's like subconscious. I never understood the limited room stuff. You don't do one-on-one, can take as many as you want. To me, it's marketing scheme to appear like spots going away, supply and demand, basically to survive off the fraudulent marketing, get new subs. Bro, this is so fucking true. This is why some generally want few people to have close connection with each member, but most people who say they are bullshit. Bro, this is fucking insane. So it's a marketing ploy to drive up new subs. And you know what it also does as well? It is also, it kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It makes people not want to leave the room. You know what I'm saying? Because they're afraid that if they leave, they're not going to get a spot back in if they start, yeah, so they join the room, they blow up their account, and then they have to leave because they can't afford the room, and then they want to join back up once they save up some money so they can go in there and blow up their account again. But so you're essentially afraid to leave, right? And also creates fear of leaving because you don't know when you'll ever get back in. This is a form of protecting capital. It literally is. It's protecting capital. 100%. You guys keep asking me, why are you leaning on Manziel so hard? He's not listening to the Atlas 8. Consider yourselves blessed. You don't know all the, whatever. He's kind of flexing on the haters here. I mean, it was very obvious, at least in the beginning. I did hear that it was less obvious as he continued. So maybe he kind of noticed that it was getting a little too obvious and he had to change things up. I did hear recently that he actually is a pretty good trader, but I can't confirm or deny that. FOMO triggering more FOMO. Exactly, Raffle Cake. I don't think the guys that split off and started streaming were involved. RCB had to tread lightly when he started his Twitch stream because PJ was so adamant about not getting paid by members. Yeah, no, exactly. The whole thing with RCB and Atlas was so weird, bro. Because remember when they were fighting because PJ was like, yo, these people are yeah, he's like there's a group out there, not gonna name names, who are shorting our plays, right? So to me, that alone kind of sort of wipes real ones off the suspect list as a co-conspirator, at least, because they're actually taking advantage of the dumping going on just by also dumping, basically. But they were telling people that they were dumping, and that's the difference. So you have two groups, right? You have Atlas Trading, and you have Real Ones Discord, both doing the same transaction, but one group not saying, well, in reality, saying the exact opposite of what they're actually doing. So one is breaking the law, and one is just telling you, we're going to sell with them, essentially. And then Atlas gets mad for a room short in their plays. And why do they get mad? Because they want more people to join the room. They want belief in the room. But these other guys are, and they're also mad because these other guys are having so much success shorting their plays. So when it dumps, the guys at Atlas are looking for a reason to give to their followers. And instead of, being honest and saying, actually, we're quite literally taking money from you, now they have a perfect out. They can say, oh, these guys over here are shorting all our plays. These hedge funds are shorting all our plays. Who used to say that? PJ used to say it. Tommy used to say it. Gary used to say it. And they had a lot of beef. I remember that. I don't know if you guys remember that as well. Was Real Ones shorting Atlas? Yeah, they were. Maybe not the entire time, but they absolutely were at some point. Specifically with Fappy Trades. Maybe Fizz a little bit as well. Fizz a little less, I think, but I know Fappy Trades was 100% promoting to short their plays. 100%. I don't even know if he's still on Twitter, to be honest with you, but we could look into that as well. There's to be theory still isn't crazy as you're making it out to be. You're all acting as if he was a sole operator, just had friends there. It's silly. It's sillier than how you think that thread is. Best trading Discord out there. I mean, well, he was in the Discord. So obviously, if you're in a Discord calling calls in it, like trying to make plays, like, what are you going to say? Like, it's a piece of shit. I think Rock Catching Bob wasn't in the back ends of the room. But to be honest with you, okay, you're Rocket Catching Bob. You notice that there's pumping and dumping happening. Okay. What the fuck do you do? Especially if you like, let's be honest, getting into legal shit is really fucking exhausting. It's time consuming, and it can ruin your life. Do you just leave, or do you immediately tell everybody and report it to the SEC? Some people probably just want to quietly back out and start their own room. And I don't think it's far-fetched at all to say that Rocket Catching Bob just simply he noticed what was happening, right? Because it was pretty damn obvious. He noticed what was happening and then decided, you know what? I'm just going to step out. I'm going to start focusing on my Twitch stream. I did it once. It was very popular. Just trying to do some educational shit. I'm going to focus on my Twitch stream and my own community and just, for fun, see what happens. He had 50,000 followers on Twitter. Obviously, he has an audience that are there for him. And I think he just wanted to step out and try some stuff on his own because he saw some shady stuff happening. That's, in my opinion, what happened with RCB. I don't think there's enough evidence there to say that he was one of the co-conspirators. I might be wrong. You guys can prove me wrong if you want to. I know about the tweets where it's like, the way he talks matches up with the way co-conspirator was talking. But, I mean, come on, guys. You're going to need more than that. With Incredible Bob, it's different. You have this video evidence, you have photo evidence, you have tweets, you have an actual public falling out. Like, there's a lot more evidence of very high tension, fury that was posted for everybody to see. So with Incredible Bob, it's very, very different. With Rock Catching Bob, he never really had much beef. He always kind of seemed to be like that person who was just like, I'll take a back seat on this. I don't know. I'm not sure. So it 100% makes sense to me that he would just kind of step out and sidestep into a different place. And then for them to start shorting the Atlas plays, I think is telling as well. But we talked about that. I do believe he started streaming after GameStop to educate those who got burned by ignorance. No, 100%. Yeah, that's exactly it. So he started streaming, if you remember. Minnesota Tom was probably there in the streams. He started streaming because so many people got burned on the AMC and the GMC, which was quite literally, in the most literal and visual sense, a pump and dump, right? But the problem was that people didn't know when it was going to dump, or if it was. A lot of people thought it wouldn't dump. And so he literally started Twitch stream to try to educate some people. And then he kind of got a following, and then he might have noticed some shady shit going on with Atlas Trading after that, because Atlas wanted to basically recreate that every day. The PJ Matlock did, obviously, with his year-long green streak. And then he decided, you know what, I'm going to start my own thing and just kind of back out of here, and hopefully they don't take it too hard. That's my opinion. He was so this is silly too. When I love this though, when people are like, look, you tweeted about a small cap. People said this about me. They're like, you tweeted about a small cap. It's like, yeah, I used to trade them. What do you want from me? You can pull my transactions, and you can see that when I was tweeting this shit, I was in the play. I wasn't actively selling as I was tweeting this. You know what I mean? Because that is where you break the law. You can get in CEI and then tweet CEI is going to be $1 billion. Like Zach Morris was literally tweeting that. But where Zach Morris messed up is he was selling and not disclaiming that he was selling while tweeting this thing's going to be $15. You know what I mean? That is where you break the law. Just to tweet about a small cap is fine. And you can still post small cap plays as long as you're being completely transparent about your positions and not quite literally stealing $100 million from a massive following. Does that make sense? So Deb stepped up and defended him because it was kind of silly. Very angry about it. Yeah, because no one else says bro or whatever. That's kind of my point too. Like, I get it. I get that there's a few words that are similar, but if you're in a if you're in a group of friends, right, and you're all using the same, like someone's using a specific lingo, you're going to also use that lingo, or you're also going to type in that way. It's that group mentality. Like, you're going to start to say similar shit sometimes. You know what I mean? So to say this is Bob, I don't really think, I don't think this holds up. I don't think this holds up. Plus the fact that he was shorting their plays. He started his own thing and was very active in the community. There was no like massive falling out. He actually tried to diminish the falling out by saying, no, listen, I think at some point he tried to apologize and make things better. And then PJ and RCB actually at some point did say that there's no hard feelings. Well, I don't get it. Can you show me directly? Take a position and tweet the opposite. Then we can. Yeah. I'll give you a great example. I'll call the police on myself. I'll call the SEC and I'll show you. I'll do a live stream of me visually going to jail. Mr. Manziel is still operating on FinTwit instead of his private Twitter account. This is his paid one. I was in there for a little bit. He was actually supposed to come on my show, and then he didn't want to. Where only his paid members can follow. Yeah, I did notice that. So I think we can confirm a few things here. Okay. In my opinion, not that it's even that big of a deal anyway. People are very, very in arms about who the co-conspirators are. But in my opinion, co-conspirator number one is Incredible Bob. I think we can pretty much put that to rest. Co-conspirator number two, I still don't know. I'm still unsure. I don't think it's Ripster. Ripster's still very active, and he didn't really go inactive. His tweet has been deleted. Man grinds on his craft. You gave his YouTube a follow and watch his stuff. I think you'd agree. Student trying to help people. I don't think it was always like that, though. I think he changed recently. So I think Atlas, they started out good and turned bad. And I think Man started out bad and turned, quote unquote, good. You know what I mean? I think they were kind of inverse. Man's deleted so many tweets. Good Lord. I hope my friends who also have paid Discords with limited spots, I hope they don't unfollow me because of that tweet I put out. One like? Oh my God. That's crazy. I don't think you guys understand how big this is. That's funny. Only Hugh thought he was actually making calls. Yeah. You remember earlier I was on Incredible Bob as well, dude? We have been rock solid in that theory from day one. Yeah, exactly. Although half these people have me blocked, I must be doing something right. Is he quiet? I don't think Ripster is quiet. I think he's been tweeting quite actively, literally 3 hours ago. I don't think he's involved, to be honest. He's still actively posting, and if you were involved with the SEC, you probably wouldn't have the time or energy. Rich kind of always had his own plays going and based on solid technicals. Yeah, no, I agree with that too. Shit's going viral? What's going viral? I can't believe this got 1 like. That's crazy. Wanted to stream about the Atlas situation again to explain why I think the following. Incredible Bob is confirmed to be one of the CCs. Rocket Catchin' Bob. How the fuck do you spell Catchin'? Like this? Is that how you spell it? Maybe. What else did we talk about today? Incredible Bob's confirmed to be one of the co-conspirators. Rocket Catchin' Bob was not involved. Ripster is not involved. That tweet, yeah, it's fucking, it's taking off. It's really doing well. What's up, General? How you doing? Incredible Bob is confirmed to be one of the co-conspirators. Rocket Catchin' Bob is not involved. Ripster's not involved. What else did we talk about? I feel like nothing. Co-conspirator is what CC means. Mans was involved, but hiding. Slash cleaning. No. I should do scrubbing.